All right, part 2 on Dennis's XLT. Going to pick up where we left on part 1 and continue with teardown. Right, here's where we left off. Dennis got this thing all clean, but we still got the chain case jack shaft drive shaft in. We're going to rip that stuff out real quick, and we'll bring you back when that's done. We've already shown you how to do that in the other videos. Well, before we get going on the teardown, I just want to show you this. I pulled the dipstick and smelled it. That's gear lube. Look at that mess on there. Lots of wear in there. It's not getting gear lube when we put it back together, that's for sure. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like the magnet on the dipstick caught most of the stuff. Yeah, a little bit of deflection on the chain, but nothing horrible. No. Stuff's all still usable. All right, jack shaft, drive shaft, chain case are out, and Details is back detailing. We found quite a mess under that chain case.
Just another mouse trap, or mouse house.
Yeah, it was. It looked like a whole mouse, but it was just a mouse house. All right, here's an end of the night progress check on Dennis's sled on a Wednesday night. We only worked for an hour and a half tonight. He's got stuff to do, I got stuff to do. But you can see chain case, jack shaft, drive shaft are out, bearings are out. He spent some more time cleaning. We've been over here on the chain case. We got some new bearings and seals. Seals are lubed up. You can see the white lithium on them. We are putting in sealed bearings because that's what I do. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I do. The rest of the reverse chain case parts are all accounted for and all in good shape, so we'll be getting that back together. Farley's extremely happy, and I don't know.
Extremely happy.
Extremely happy. It's been a good night, so
it's gonna be a good rider.
I think it'll be good sled when we're done. All right. Catch you next time. Dennis, you want to show that off? I haven't showed that on camera yet.
I haven't even seen it yet, but
potential merch. We've got some adjustments to do, but showing the backside. Oh yeah, I like that. The purple XLT. So we got a lot of work to do. I think Lonnie's big task for the night's going to be to change all the wheels on Dennis's skid for him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We're just going to start putting this thing back together. Before we even work on the skid, we're going to plug in the chain case, jack shaft, and drive shaft and just keep going. Got the track in there, the jack shaft and the drive shafts, because this is a 4 drive wheel setup. And the next thing to go on is a chain case and some bearings. Yay. Yay. All right, I did my deal adding the extra grease to the jack shaft, drive shaft bearings for the clutch side. And my advice to Dennis right now is to loosely assemble the flanges on this side so that the jack shaft and drive shaft are sort of supported and centered up, and then stick the chain case on over there.
Detail these, nice and clean.
He's detailing all the parts first. That's awesome. We caught Lonnie polishing his shafts again.
Geez. It's not my shit.
Again. All right, we're going over flange installation with Dennis here, and he brought up a very good detail. You can see we just dropped the drive shaft and track down again, because this bolt, you've got to access the nut from up inside the tunnel. So we're going to get that flange on and started before we do anything else. We'll leave the top 2 bolts loose so that we can, align everything. But we'll get the bottom one tight, and we should be able to, move that bearing around in there and those flanges and get everything aligned right with the chain case. So I don't know if you can see that. That nut will actually be all the way up there where I'm pointing. It's a lot of fun. There's the bolt. It's a lot of fun.
have to have the big gun.
I think so. What are those 7/16 bolts on this extra 12? We think it is
I'd say those are actually 5/8.
5/8 bolt heads, so 7/16 bolts. Yeah,
Yup. Oh yeah.
fun.
Yup.
Here's Dennis giving the sled the reach around. Thanks, Lonnie. Here's Dennis giving the sled the reach around on those lower drive shaft bearing bolts. Here's where we're at. We got these all kind of loosely in there on this side. And hello, Farley. Nothing over here, but Dennis is about to put the chain case in.
In case.
And this is
where the hoses come in the way.
It's never super easy. Yeah, the hoses are in the way, and you got to lift up the drive shaft.
Gotta pull these hoses out of the way soon.
I'm going to turn off the camera and get this exhaust pipe out of it. All right, so Dennis is threading the bolt in. This one was too long. Just to help guide that drive shaft into the bearing.
Now I can see if it's not on center.
Yeah.
There it goes.
This top lined up.
Yep.
Top usually lines up better. It's kind of got a taper to it there. All right.
All right. Bolt her down.
There we go. Yep. We'll bolt the chain case down and tighten up the bearings on the other side, and life's good. That'll come apart.
Yeah, it'll come apart. Just take a little. There she goes.
Well, there we go.
Still gonna.
Every wheel needs new bearings on this skid.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while. Wait, it's been exactly one skid since I've seen a skid that needed new bearings. I think the last one did too.
Every one of them.
Lonnie's all practiced, so he's going to do bearings for Dennis, make up for Dennis cleaning his motor.
Hey, teamwork.
Teamwork.
All right, tighten everything down.
Dennis, why is your shaft purple?
Hey, it comes as purple on the 95 XLT special.
Oh,
I happened to sand it up and make it extra purple just because
details.
details matter.
Lonnie,
And I knew that Lonnie
Details,
would
Dennis.
want it.
what color is the shaft on your sled?
Rust.
Brown. Details Dennis strikes again. Dennis is officially at the suckiest part of the reverse chain case. You can see that it's all together except for the piece that he's got in his hand, and he zip tied that hose up out of the way. Now he's got to get that bolt started against the spring.
Where'd my ratchet go? Up here.
I don't know. It's going to suck. So
Gonna suck.
there's been multiple swear words already. We're just watching to see how many more we get at this point.
Did you give him a nut for the inside of that ratchet?
No, he doesn't need it. He's got the super shallow socket.
Polaris.
He's got the super shallow socket. Put a nut in there.
Put a nut in there and shorten it up.
Oh, Lonnie's right. We're going to give you
Lonnie
a nut.
has a tip.
Lonnie has a tip. Put a nut in the socket so that it sticks the bolt head out further and it helps you get everything in line.
Pressure, so you can put pressure directly on the bolt with the nut that's inside.
Great,
Oh.
great tip, Lonnie. All right, this whole video segment just became very worthwhile. I'm going to find a bolt. All right, we found a nut. Just gives us, yep. So now the bolt is right at the edge, and it just gives us that little bit more that we can push the bolt in against
My
the
thing
spring.
is, I don't know how far I have to push it in.
Well, you got to push it in enough to get the bolt to start threading.
Yeah, obviously. Gee, thanks.
Sorry.
Mechanical engineer.
You just got to,
I mean, I don't know where that is by feel.
no, go until it,
And this damn socket, ratchet, socket.
hey, that's my favorite ratchet.
Yeah,
That's
a
why it
little
stays in the special ratchet drawer. It's,
Forged in USA. Okay, I'll give you that.
it's about 40. It's at least 40 years old.
It's a Craftsman. Where are you going to ever get this again?
I'm not. It's a fine-tooth Craftsman. That's why you get to use it because of the.
Fine tooth.
Yeah, that's a fine-tooth ratchet.
What do you mean fine tooth?
It's like a
okay.
90 tooth
Yeah,
or something
okay.
crazy.
Not one of these click, click.
No,
click.
it's a super fine
listen,
tooth. Yeah, that's why I gave it to you, so you don't have to swing that thing all over, all over the whole world.
The room here pretty soon.
Well, it ain't the ratchet's fault. There you go, buddy.
How's this going to help?
You pour it down your throat.
Oh, I thought you meant
It lubricates. It lubricates the thinking process.
I thought you meant the bolt. Yeah.
No, that'll wash the Loctite off. You got to lubricate the thinking process.
Yes, indeed.
Lonnie's just pounding away at wheels. How many wheels are done now, Lonnie?
I've got 9 done. I've got 3 to go.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Lonnie.
You're welcome, buddy.
Hobo mouthwash.
You tell me when you're ready, and the old guy will come show you how it's done.
Okay, Gramps. All right, Gramps, show me.
You're done?
Well, no. What I want to try to do is just...
I think Lonnie's name is going to be sound effects. It's always an impact or a hammer as soon as the camera turns on.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to work around here.
I think this is a two-man job. If I can hold this like that, you could turn that.
You could get 6 arms in there.
Which
hold
one
it
of
right
us?
there.
Which one of us do you think fits in there with you?
No, you just gotta turn that socket right now, because I can't.
All right. Film.
Oh, he's gonna try to show me how it
I'm gonna
was.
try. I may fail. Lonnie's the one that just did this recently. All right, we still got Loctite on the bolt. We gotta find its home.
Yep.
Gotta do a Happy Gilmore. Get near home. Get near home. The bolt. Don't you want to go home? Well, I can't find the damn home. I mean, what if you were just fighting this and then it turned out that the threads were all messed up or something dumb like that? Right? Let's make sure the threads work.
Looks like you got it threaded.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've convinced myself that there are threads there in the drive shaft.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Yeah.
He's not letting me help. Oh, does he have it? Do you have it?
Got it.
Some bitch.
You got to be over 50, I guess, to do this operation.
I'm over 50.
Oh, I thought you were 49.
I wish.
I got it. There we go. The McGillicuddy lubricated the brain thing plus this thumb needed lubrication.
That's what she said.
It's still a son of a bitch to get at.
It sucks.
So there you go.
That top right. All right.
So to not don't record.
Well, you're the one who started talking.
As soon as you heard the beep from the camera, you love the camera.
There you go. There you go, Dennis.
Is that number 12?
That's all of them.
No way.
It took us
Oh, yeah.
3 bogey wheels. 3 bogey wheels to get the gear, the bolt and the gear.
No, it took you closer to 9 bogey.
No, that was all. That was the entire reverse.
Nope.
All right. So Dennis has got her all buttoned up. He's got his nice rubber seal on here. He's got this tightened up. We did blue Loctite because we didn't have a patch bolt. You got to do something. We used the nice castle nut up here with the cotter pin and
Brand new cotter pin.
brand new
always.
cotter pin. That's a Belleville washer. So we got our chain tension just right, and Everything's good, so we're gonna put the cover on and we're gonna make sure the fingers go in the groove. That's what she said. We're gonna get the fingers in the groove, and then Dennis will have reverse. So there's a extra 12, we think, with no wheels, and Lonnie is bringing over wheels. And look who's supervising.
Which wheel do you like?
Farley, which wheel do you like? You gonna go lick Dennis's face and tell him which wheel?
Are these wheels good?
Farley's not sure.
Come here, Farley.
Which wheel?
Is this
Oh, she knows. That's the wheel Farley
That's
likes.
the one? That's the one? Okay. All right. That's the one we're going to go with. All right. Good.
Farley is the selector.
Wheels are up. What are you doing there, Lonnie?
Doing the work for Mr. Details Dennis. Going to clean the oxidation out of all of these bolts so that when they go back together, they can oxidize again.
That's right. Wipe that zinc right off.
Yep.
Here, make sure that fits the hole.
What? That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yep, it fits.
All right.
All right, what are we putting in here?
We're putting in SCL, Synthetic Snowmobile Chain Case Lubricant. And we're doing it because this is a reverse chain case with way too many frickin' gears in it. We don't trust automatic transmission in a reverse case. And we definitely don't trust gear lube. Even though there's gears. But there's a chain.
All right.
This stuff's much lower viscosity than gear lube. You
Yeah.
can see the way Dennis is pouring it. It's more like ATF in viscosity.
I'll let that drip. So
That's
we're
what
gonna fill
she
it up.
said. 12 bearings. That's what you're seeing in the garbage can. Boxes of 12 bearings that Lonnie just did.
Yep.
Give her a kick, Lonnie.
Does it roll?
Oh. Catch.
Perfect. It did not roll like that before.
Not even close.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Lonnie.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right, here we go. Putting Dennis's skid in. We got Ditch Banging Part 2 playing on the screen as we work. Well, that's the end of part 2 on Dennis's sled. Skid's reconditioned. We still got to grease it. We didn't grease it. Shit. We got to grease it.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been easier when it was out, but
No.
we'll make do and grease it.
When
Yeah.
you grease those new bearings, take care of it all.
I think all the shafts need grease. Okay, so there you go. This is the end of part 2. And if you're enjoying these videos, please be sure to like, share, subscribe. For sure, subscribe. We got a ton of people watching these videos that aren't subscribed, and really helps the channel grow if you subscribe. So I'd appreciate it. And we'll be back for part 3 very soon.